This is my 1993 Honda Accord CB7. It's an LX trim. It's an automatic and it has 85,000 miles on it. I bought it around September of this year, or 2023 actually, and I bought it when it had 77,000 miles on it. It wasn't lowered. Everything I did was all by myself. The whole entire thing was supposed to be like overall just a learning experience. It's like putting on coilovers, everything like that. It's more like to test myself and see if I can do it the right way and not have to pay someone like $500 to do it. But yeah, I got the car for $1,000. My dad worked out a deal. The deal was that he was gonna like lower their mortgage and stuff, and in return they would give me this car for $1,000. My dad never really ended up making that deal happen, but that's okay. Passed away in like later that September, so he didn't get to see any of this. So now I'm just kind of doing it for him. Hopefully, we'll see how cool it gets. Yeah. So far, what I've done is I've done a couple of things. I did all clears in the front. I don't know. A lot of people don't like clear headlights or tail lights. I kind of just have a thing for them, I like them. I like the way that they look. I like the vibe that they give off. I also have a Rep Mugen front lip. You just get them on eBay. They're like $100. I originally had some XXR wheels on here. They were like terrible specs. They were like 18 by 9.5s. They were like sticking out maybe like an inch on the sides because the offset was so crazy. I know these cars can fit like 9.5 inch wide wheels, but just the offset was messing it up. These are Z31 stocks. I kind of like the look of them. My overall goal is going to be some Euro lines or something with that type of style. These are 15 by 6.5s. They don't really fit all that good. They're pretty small, but overall I do like the design of them. My end goal for this car is overall to just be like a VIP car, so I'm probably going to be wrapping it black soon. Something like that. We'll see. Maybe black or purple. I'm in the works of some clear taillights. I already tried making these into clear, but I messed up. I bought an extra pair of taillights, but as you can see right there, it's all burnt because I threw it in the oven. My mom wasn't too happy about that. It's okay though. I cleaned it. I also have I believe it's 94 to 96. I think it's only on EX. What is it called? Their rear lip. I just installed that not too long ago. It was like breaking off on that corner right there every time I would scrape the end, so I had to drill a couple of new holes. Yeah. I haven't done any camber to it. There's like maybe a little bit of camber, maybe in the front. In the rear, the coilovers are True Hort coilovers. I have them maxed out on both sides, or front and rear. I just recently maxed them out. There's a little bit of rubbage because I don't know the offset on the wheels, but it's not because I'm low. I rolled the rear fenders. What else have I done? I've added strobes into the car. I know it's kind of like a drift thing, but I don't know. I don't really do it for any functionality. My end goal with it was just like, VIP, strobes, blah, 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 cool at the end of the day. I like it. Some people don't, but I like it. I have a Megan Racing blast pipe right there. It sounds pretty good. It's just the muffler delete. Everything else is stock. And it sounds pretty low. I like the sound of it. It will pop. It won't shoot flames or anything, but it pops, which I like, you know. It's not too loud of a pop. It's kind of like a muffled pop, so it's not annoying. I just put in some LED light bulbs all around pretty much. There were like 2 in the rear, like middle taillights that didn't have LED lights. I'll switch that up though. I'll fix that at some point. I don't really care about it too much. There are strobe taillights or strobe LED taillights, which I do like. I don't know, I kind of like the strobe theme, I guess. I have broke enough corner bulbs in right there. I think those are 6.5K and those are 6K. My blinkers are also 6K. Here, one sec. Let me turn them on real quick. I'll get to it. I have blue interior. It's nice. I rather blue than red. Obviously, I would rather have the SE interior, the black leather. That would be nice, but it's whatever, you know. Blue is nice. You can make it look nice somehow. There's no stains in it, which is kind of surprising, because you know, for like a 70,000 mile car, that's been kind of on quite a lot. I bought it from a mechanic, and yeah, honestly, it was in some pretty bad condition. I got all the stains out actually. There was like a bloody rag in the back and whatnot. So that was a pretty hard stain to get out. I can alternate it because I can turn one side off and then turn it back on, which is nice. I like it. It's kind of annoying because when you put it on your blinker, it'll turn off the strobe and then turn it back on. And you have to like do the blinker a couple of times to get the strobe back off. I also have the strobes back here too. I don't know. I like the way it looks. It doesn't look bad in my opinion. For 70,000 miles, honestly, the paint's in some pretty terrible condition. So I never really believed the guy that had 70,000. Plus he's a mechanic, so I mean, you know, he'll know how to roll back. But honestly, the car hasn't given me any trouble. That's nothing too like serious. So at the end of the day, you know, a car is a car, and it's done in service, and I'll believe that it has 70,000 miles on it. Because why not? The car wasn't in an accident. It wasn't reported or anything, but this front bumper was actually from the junkyard, and the last one was kind of dinged up. It wasn't too bad. It was kind of weird because like the damage was in the headlight and then on like the metal kind of like frame area. So I just banged it out. It wasn't too big of a deal. It like the hood still shuts and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, the fender. The fender is a different color because the last one had terrible fitment. So I was like, okay, I'll just buy a new fender and then hopefully it'll have better fitment. It definitely did not. Well, I mean, a little bit in certain like areas, but like the paint is like chipping off right there, and then up here it's chipping right here too. So it's kind of just causing more damage, which is really annoying. It makes me mad, but whatever. I'll switch it back to the white one. Maybe it would be more clear or more clean if I did that, but who knows? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna wrap this car, you know, so it's not a huge deal to me. But yeah, I like the way that it sits. I just recently raised the engine. It was definitely super hard to do that because the kit that I got was meant for a manual transmission, and mine is not manual. I kind of put that on myself though. I didn't read the description where it said manual only, but I wasn't really gonna let that stop me. You know, I wasn't just gonna return it and get my $200 back. Like, it's important to me that I like my car and that I finish my vision with it without breaking down the car, you know, because the transmission was just getting grinded down. I wasn't even maxed out in the front, it was just getting grinded down. So that 1.5 inch definitely saved me a lot. I've only had it on maybe like a couple of days. I haven't even looked under there yet. I will soon. But yeah, let me get to that real quick. Pop the hood. All right. So, in order to do the kit, you do have to make some sacrifices. I had to take out power steering. I read a couple forums. People were saying that it's like the most dumb thing that a person could do, but I'm actually doing it for kind of like a valid reason, I guess, just to lower my car and raise the engine. I don't know if you can tell that the engine's kind of raised, but I don't know. There definitely was a difference, like the before and after. I don't have any pictures or anything. As far as the process goes, you just get the kit from Lay It Customs. You bang down this, or you cut it up. I used an angle grinder, and then I used a Dremel with a angle. It was basically, I just made the Dremel into a little angle grinder because they have like these saws that are meant for, or blades that are meant for metal cutting. So I bought that. They were like $20 for like a pack of like 5 or 6 from Home Depot, and it was super good. So yeah, I just cut that, banged it down. The reason for that is because you want the bracket to be level. So I got that side in. That side was honestly probably the easiest, well, the rear was the easiest. That was the second easiest. But this side was really insanely hard. I didn't really do anything to it, right there at least. But if you are gonna raise the motor in your Accord, you're gonna need to cut out a lot of metal, or I wouldn't say a lot. It's probably like, I'm gonna say like 3 by 6 inches of metal in your wheel well. So like, I would take off the wheel to show you, but I'm not gonna do that because it's kind of a process. So right there, I'll get it in another video probably. I just cut bam, 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 bam. And the reason for that is because the engine was getting, or sorry, not the engine, the transmission was getting stuck. Like, it wouldn't go up anymore because there was like this bump that was like stopping it overall. So I just cut that bump out, and then that way it made room. I don't know. If you guys are actually interested, I can make an in-depth video on it. There are some washers back here. Like, if you see where those shiny bolts are way down there, there's basically like spacers underneath there. Mine is a 93 LX, so I only had three bolts for the rear engine mount, but I know some do have 4. Yeah, I mean, this car has served me so well. Honestly, I've had it for not too long, but I've driven it all the way down to California and back up to Washington, and it was fine up until the distributor. I knew that the distributor was up when I was down in California, and that's probably because of my fault, honestly. That, or maybe it was just totally corroded. But I just got myself a new distributor. I've heard that it might be like somewhat of a common problem for these cars to have their distributor go out or just get. So it was like $120 for a new one, and I just replaced that. I've also had transmission problems too. So if you see those things, those 2 little things right there, and then there's 2 more down there. Those are my shift solenoids. My car was stuck in 3rd gear for a long time because the TCU was acting up. So I shipped my TCU over to, I'm not sure, I think it was Georgia or something, or maybe Michigan. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I can link it down below if any of you guys are having the same problem, but it was basically just stuck in 3rd gear. It wouldn't get out. So I got new shift solenoids, and I sent the transmission control unit over to wherever the heck it was to get serviced, and they just fixed some things with it, put it back in, and it didn't really fix the problem until about a week later. I think the car just had to write itself out and then figure it out itself. I don't know, but you know, it's good now. Yeah, I mean, shoot.